everyone, I'm back again. I had to leave suddenly and I took some time for me to, well actually I was back earlier than I thought, but I got caught up in a meeting and I'm pretty sure those guys are still chatting away in the meeting right now. But I've managed to escape and now we're back in Final Fantasy XIV. And I have been tasked to gather food, though for various reasons, well mainly the currents, I've actually ignored the suggestion and ran all the way to get the currents. See a very interesting looking arena over there. So kind of sad that we had to leave suddenly, but oh well, I guess it happens. Yeah, this looks even more reminiscent of what we're familiar with. Anyhow, we are searching. Well, these guys always surprise me when they're driving on the road. You sense a hostile presence. Go survey the area and slay a young wolfback for its meat. And now we're actually pretty sure the last current I need is somewhere in this town. Submerged skyline. 100 to the southwest. I should be seeing it now. Oh, there you are. That python's gonna follow me. Nope. It's gone. It has retreated. I do believe those are all the currents we have for this area. Yep. Well, let's go back to our Steiner stand-in. The captain of the Alexandrian Knights. Or in this case we call him Otis. Stop here for a moment. I feel like my avatar's a little weird. It's gotten a bit smaller. Yeah, there we go. This doesn't look too weird now. This? Am I to understand that you've already procured meat? I found a cut of wolfback meat that serves as a satisfactory substitute for beef. Good heavens, you have, and such a choice cut it is besides. It's plain to know you know how to handle yourself in battle. Wait, 400 years ago I would have recruited you to the Royal Knights. Yep, Otis, or, you and I both know, Zane, that this is a standing for Steiner. It has to be standing for Steiner. Once Alice brings her portion, she'll have a glorious bounty to satisfy growing younglings like herself. Yep, the laugh and just his position. Indeed, I expect there'll be ample leftovers to share with the good folk of the Drift Downs. They always appreciate a warm meal. Now, seeing as you've completed your task so quickly, I have another request to make of you. We have exhausted our supplies of kindling electrical, and I should be grateful if you could search the houses yonder for more. Alright, fine. I guess I'm looking for a lighter then. In the Old Kingdom, electro rations were issued to each citizen. While small fragments may be still found here and there. If you could obtain 5 pieces, say at least one ought to be what we require. That is the kind that converts lightning to fire. Gulljog can identify them by their secretary, so pray take them to him. The boy has become quite deft at discerning electro types, and in a very short time, I might add. Now off you go, and happy foraging. A lot of Gulljag's skills have been honed thanks to Otis. Like, Chehwa was saying that Gulljag was kinda strange, because none of the monsters paid interest in him, but it seems like he learned these skills from Otis. And I feel like he might serve as some sort of foil to his father. Where in heaven's name? But it's inside the building. So maybe I can find a way inside. This is electro. Not right now. Okay, you know what? Let me at least take care of the guys over here. Because I feel like I keep running into every one of you. Shocking slash. We still need like 2 more. Okay, there's a second one. Now to the little jar. There's an 8th right here, I didn't realize. Oh, the rest of the crew is back. The others have returned as well. What a blessedly lively day this has become. We got the requested vegetables, along with a few extra bits. I have to say, all this running around's made me hungry. I dared to think I'd won this time, but it turns out you were already off doing another task. Never lose your competitive streak, Alice. Otis says you have electrope for me? The pieces of electrope has been engraved with arcane circuits. A practiced eye is required to discern its effects. Wow, you found a lot. Let's see, this one creates wind, this one is for water. You can tell just like that? I'm impressed. Clever, isn't he? I'll bet he gets it from his father. This is it. This converts to fire. It's absorbed lots of lightning, so we should be able to kindle a flame easily. Thank you, Mika. He's actually quite chatty now that we've actually gotten him to open up. It makes me happy to see Gululja happy. Nope, I want to talk with the others I accidentally clicked. Thanks to your kind assistance, we have everything we need for our repast. You did your part, and now I shall do mine. I bid you relax, my friends. The meal will soon be served. Not exactly where I thought we'd be having a conversation, but okay. This is the kind of things families do, Gululja. We have meals together and talk about what's on our minds. So you ate with your father? Yes, with them and my brothers. It was mostly the head of Resolve and I doing the talking though. Koana and the head of Reason occasionally joined in. And Zorolja spoke when he was spoken to. You said that you have two papas. Does that mean one is yours and the other is my father's? No, both are our father. It is what people call Blessed Simlik, a Mamuja with two heads. So Zorolja is his true-born child, while Koana and I were adopted and don't share the same blood. But that doesn't make us any less a family. What matters is that our hearts are connected. The head of Resolve taught me that. Family. Do you have someone like that too? A person you think is family even though you don't share the same blood? What a loaded question to ask Alice, who cast a sideways glance. That's a good question. What about you? Oh, she's asking me. I do. And they're very dear to I'm somewhat of a lone wolf. Or I could just stay silent. You know what? I do. And they're very dear to me. I'd like to meet them one day. So, Gululja, I'm hoping that we could be family, you and I. Won't you tell me about yourself? You really want to know about me? I do. I want to know all about you, the things you love, the things you hate, anything and everything. I want to know all about you too. That reminds me, we were hoping to hear your story too, Otis. As you wish. Be forewarned that mine is a tale that will be long in accounting. It was before lightning had altered the world that I was appointed Lord Captain of the Royal Knights. There we go, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights. We're talking hundreds of years prior to the calamity, right? Indeed. Earlier still, then when I assumed this mechanical form 454 years ago, to be precise. Then you used to be a normal person? Oh yes, I was once flesh and blood like you, and I proudly served as a knight of Alexandria. So rather than a machine that behaves like a person, you are an actual person. How is this possible? We've been seeing people's souls being taken in and put into others. If you could theoretically just store the memories and put the soul back in, I don't see why not. It is only natural that you're confused. Hear my tale to the end and all shall become clear. The foremost duty of the Royal Knights was the protection of the royal family. In my time, that was their Majesties, the King and Queen, and their only child, Her Highness the Princess. So I think this is confirmation that Fiend is actually very, very old. We had hints of this before, but Fiend seems to be extending her life, most likely by using the souls of other people. By then, every nation... Oh, he didn't say Spain, okay, maybe it's another person. But then, every nation of her star was embroiled in some manner of conflict over Electrum. Thus was our kingdom drawn into a war with its neighbor, Lindblom. The war was the catalyst for the great calamity that altered the environment. Countless countrymen lost their lives amidst the chaos, the king and queen among them. Alright, correct, he is rusty, now that you mention it. For a blessing, we were able to protect the princess, who then rose to the occasion and brought hope to her people in these trying times. So kind-hearted was our young queen at her behest, we even took in refugees from the enemy nation. But sadly, her reign was cut short. Like many others, her body had been ravaged by lightning, and one day she collapsed and passed away. Okay, if this is Fiend, that kind of explains why she is very sensitive to people with lightning deficiency. How tragic. Aye, Neri was their citizen whose eyes remained dry, and many a moon was spent constructing a great tomb worthy of her memory. Yet I clung to hope still, for while Her Majesty was on her deathbed, the kingdom's finest scientists had successfully extracted her soul. I hate that surprised look on my character. Did we hear that right? Extracted her soul? Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we may live on. It feels like a very different take on the Yakui. See, it might be that the Yakui actually learned that from these guys. The age-old belief had always comforted our people, but as casualties mounted in the wake of the calamity, we sought to make it into reality through the power of Electro. In time, we succeeded in developing the means to preserve the soul, and it was used to spare the Queen eternal death. Yet it wasn't enough to simply prevent the soul's departure, for the ultimate goal was to recreate a person as they were in life, and this required that their memories would be further extracted from their soul. So, this is a very interesting question, like, what is that one? The name of the concept is eluding me, but there's this one concept where a ship is replaced, like all the parts of the ship is replaced, and people were asking, like, is that the same ship or not? It's kind of similar, like you took away the soul and you take the memories, but you put it in a new vessel of sorts, and would it be the same thing? Like, is at that point, is the soul even the same thing, or are the memories just copies? It took many more years of research to make this possible, by which time I had become a gray old man. Oops. Okay. Getting kind of weird here. Wait, why is my... Just give me a second, I feel like my screen just flashed a bit. Okay, is the screen a bit bigger on OBS? Weirdness. back to this. So it was that I attained this vessel. And by my successful rebirth, I paved the way for those who are recreated from the memories of the departed. So you were the first test where they put you into a metallic body, or a rusted body in this case. The Endless, they are called. If your tale is true, then the queen that your people brought back to life it wouldn't be Speen, would it? Oh, it didn't. It kind of looked like it did because temporarily, I don't think it looked changed for you guys, but temporarily, my screen became like bordered window, so it was a weird effect. It wouldn't be Speen, would it? Oh, so you know Her Majesty as well. My description of her boundless kindness must have paled in comparison to what you no doubt felt in her presence. I haven't met her myself, I confess, not since assuming my current form. Wouldn't want to frighten the living daylight out of her. Yeah, this is all punctuated by this really horror track in the back. Even though Otis is laughing his head off. The concept of extending your life. This way. Does this mean the Queen of Alexandria isn't actually a person like you and me? I've seen my queen from afar many times, but I've not the courage to approach her. This isn't out of cowardice, mind you, but rather concern. Yes, concern that I would cause Her Majesty undue distress. It sounds like you're just avoiding the issue, Otis. Otis has told me the tale before. You can take a break around here. The Endless. So all this time, Speen wasn't alive? She lives, yet she does not. It is admittedly a difficult distinction to make. Having inherited the memories of a departed soul, an Endless feels, thinks, and acts precisely as that person would. In that sense, I believe they're alive. The Alexandrians know about this, right? It can't have gone unnoticed that Speen is perpetually youthful. No one really knows about the Endless. People who wear regulators don't even think about death. Everyone swings that the queen doesn't change, but they just accept it. To them, it's just who she is. That is... Huh. But people that never keep Endless too? Are there Endless apart from yourself? I think that would be the more appropriate thing to ask here. Well, there should be as many Endless as those who have died. I believe they are limited in where they can exist. Queen Speen is unique in her ability to appear before you. Strictly speaking, I myself am not an Endless. They are created using memories extracted from a soul, but my entire soul was placed inside a machine. Being inside a machine makes you different? How? Well, I do not understand the finer point. My life is bound to this vessel. If it breaks down, then it would be over for me, much like a being of flesh and blood. Hardly an endless, unchanging life, I'm sure you'll agree. Endless, unchanging, but very long indeed. Endless, unchanging life. I can't help but be reminded of the Iya. Yep, that is quite correct. Did Gakia and the others know all about this? Considering their extensive intelligence gathering, I would be surprised if they didn't. For now, let's share what we learned with Krail and Raha. I can't help but have misgivings about this. Memories of her night. Quest complete. Alright, let me take a quick 5-minute break once again. Oh wait, we have a cutscene. Is it back at the Everkeep? No, it's Aaronville.
Nahe! Is that you?
Good gods, Ellen Nespia! It's been too long, my friend!
I must admit, I
Where
thought
have you
that
been all
was a
these
male
years? What have you been
Vera.
doing with yourself? Hold on. They say Queen Sphene has guests from outside the barrier. That's you, I gather?
It seems so. I'm looking for my mother. Do you know where she is?
Oh, don't tell me that
Your
Kafka is
mother?
one of the endless.
Sorry, but what was she like again?
What? It's Kafkiwa. You know,
Yeah,
the one who was too adventurous by half?
but if
Who
she's been
journeyed with the
deleted
Dawn
from their
Servant?
memories, yeah, okay.
It's not ringing any bells.
You can't be serious. Ours was a tiny little village. Surely you remember her.
I really don't. It's all a blank.
Is anyone else here from the village?
Hey!
Yeah, I think you're going on a bit of a fruitless endeavor here.
Huh? Elenespia?
I'm looking for Kafkiwa. Where is she?
What's this all of a sudden? Who's Kafkiwa?
This cannot be.
And I think he's figured it out. He's definitely figured it out.
The memories of the departed are taken away. No.
Neshbe, where are you? The others will be here soon, so hurry back, won't you? Do you hear me? Say something, would you?
I'll pause real quick and be back in like 5 minutes. I didn't realize I was muted this whole time. I had muted myself when I went to take a break. No wonder. Thank you for letting me know, Zane. Normally I come back and check the meters, but this time I did not check it. Alright, take a stroll around the area, and if you happen to spot any particularly grimy gravestones, I ask that you wipe them off. It's a lot of work for one man alone, so your assistance would mean a great deal to me. Yeah, you figured correctly. If you hadn't mentioned it, I wouldn't have noticed it in ages, because I'm actually feeling slightly sleepy as well, but I want to see where this is going before I call it a night. I'm gonna suffer at work tomorrow, since as you can see... Oh, maybe you can't see it. It's almost... It's past 12 AM so, over here, so... Alright, let's attend to the graves and continue on. Clean the grimy gravestones. There is a lot of gravestones here though. I'm not used to this much in many ways. All done. Graveyard visitor. We do not know your name yet. The gravestones look much better now thanks to you, or perhaps I should say name slates. Too bad the names are all written in Alexandrian. I can't make heads or tails of them. You know about the regulators people wear these days? Whenever someone dies, every last memory of their existence is erased. As an unfortunate consequence, this graveyard has been all but abandoned. But I'm going to fix that. What else am I to do? Stand idly by and let the headstones be lost to time? No. If no one else will give a damn, then it will have to be me. In Tural, I was taught to honor the dead, but here I am in the minority. Most seem content to forget and trust their memories to the cloud, which is... You know what, I have to genuinely ask, like, would any of you even consider putting up your memories in a cloud? Like, if you were gonna die of old age, would you choose to be uploaded to a databank? Yep, when you need to sleep, but the story gets interesting. That's why I can't talk about it with the others. They wouldn't understand, not like you do. Thanks again, stranger. He who remembers. I'm funneling most of my EXP into Paladin so that I will not be under-leveled for the MSQ. Electrode Strike. wondering if I should get this fate while we're on the way to. There is a bonus to it. Cyclops. I see. It's not a Cyclops, it's an Cyclops. Woolbacks. Woolbacks. Why is it always woolbacks? Alright, fine, I'll help you. Although something tells me the moment I talk to you, we'll get more of these woolbacks. Tell me you have experience in killing these things? Good, because I just so happen to have several things that need killing quick. How can it be so heartless, you ask? Have you ever seen a woolback? They're absolutely horrific creatures with teeth as sharp as razors and horns as sharp as their teeth. Okay, fine. They'll gore you slowly so the blood stays warm as they drink it. What? They drink your blood? And then they'll trample your empty corpse until it's flat and use it to light. Okay. I feel like you're making some tall tales up here, career, but fine. Let's see, you brought your friends. Right, I should have actually summoned my chocobo. Never mind. We should be fine, right? With how strong the blade combo is, I often feel like I'm a bit of a wet noodle when I'm outside the blade combo. Well, we're heading back in there, so... Such a difference, the Confiteor combo. Lock throw. Okay, now we have company. We need like 3 more, right? Yep. 3 more ought to be enough. Additional EXP as we go on. Oh. Okay, you changed your bike. Interesting. Well, you can say that Paladin has the best animations, but that animation, apart from the blade combo, is pretty much a wet noodle. Still, I can't wait to get the last ability. The Blade of Honor. But I think Gunbreaker kind of wins it for me in Dawntrail, just because they got Lionheart. Vileke. A well-oiled machine. Oh, hello there. You're an adventurer, right? Can I interest you in a job? We are supposed to send out a shipment of electric today, but the courier in charge appears to be taking her sweet time. If our shipment falls behind schedule, it will bring Everkeep's factories to a screeching halt. I have to stay and handle things here, so could you go and tell the courier she has to do her job, please? Giving her obsession with technology like as not, you'll find her wherever there's a clear view of the bucket elevator. she may not hear you approach, so give her a poke if you need to. Yeah, the moment they showed Lionheart in the class trailer, I was like, that is Lionheart, 100%. And if you're an FF8 fan, that is a major win. Just getting that move appropriately at 100. Cinnabar, that is an interesting name. Cinnabar. Oh, excellent. Just what I needed. Someone who looks like they know how to kill things. On your way here, did you happen to notice the dense pockets of lightning energy scattered around? These areas have a tendency to attract swarms of monsters. Normally we have a hunter clear them out, but given that they're short-handed, I should like to hire you for the task instead. The most infested areas are in the northwest and the south. Oh, and a word of warning, try not to fall in. The tingle is most unpleasant. I did attune to this, right? Oh, I did, thank you. Yeah, you can tell that I'm sleepy, considering that I forgot that I attuned like 5 seconds ago. Are you two fighting against each other? Oh. Spire of Trial. Ah, okay, I see. Thankfully, I am a bit more reserved when I see a live action trailer or something, but I definitely did the Leonardo point when the Lionheart appeared. Oh, there's a lookout point here too. Oh, this is the elevator they were talking about. Oh, come on, I accidentally. Crackling Chasm. Okay, yeah, this has to be. According to Alexandrian historians, this chasm was rent open by a weapon of war during the Storm Surge conflict. It has since become a reservoir of concentrated lightning energies, and a massive excavator is in constant operation mining electro from its depths. Oh, so these are electro crystals. Ah, what a beauty. I guess I need to poke you. Ah, can I help you? Oh, I'm here because your boss asked me to. Oh, you're here about the delivery. Oh god, the delivery. I was so enraptured watching that elevator that I must have lost track of time. Again. I admit I never get tired of seeing it in action. That hover cargo we use is great and all, but I mean, it can't possibly compare to the sheer scale of... I think you might need to go now. I know I can't stop rambling now, sorry, but I better get back to work. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay, one goes down, one more. This field is charged by umbral electricity quite a bit. So I just love the glossiness of these areas when you see the reflections off. What in tarnation is happening there? Oh right, this is one of those wells. I can't get up. I can't get up. One of those little pits with the lightning glop. I think I saw this before. Understandable distraction. It really catches your attention. Right, that's the side quest taken care of. Guess we get to confront Kahkwa about things now. You cleared them all out, I take it. Fantastic work. See that there? Beyond the western shore, the menacing purple glow of the Upton City, we have the Storm Surge to thank for that. They say a wartime weapon created that gargantuan font of lightning, and where such energy gathers, so too do monsters tenfold. Compared to something like that, these little chasms seem downright decorative. Still, the monsters are a hazard that cannot go unchecked. Would that we had a more permanent solution. But I digress. Your job here is done, and it's time you were paid for services rendered. Safe travels. And be paid by a person named Cinnabar. Thanks for the assistance. Much as I can appreciate a fellow enthusiast for technology, I can't allow it to impact our work. The electrope we excavate here is a lifeline for the Everkeep, and I do mean that quite literally. This precious resource is used to create all manner of things, from daily necessities to heavy machinery, so you can imagine how a single hitch in the supply chain risks a ripple effect of chaos. At any rate, here's a little something for your trouble. So they mine the electrope from down the chasm and cut it into blocks, which is then etched with the arcane stuff. And the arcane circuits to convert it to energies that can be used for various other purposes. A bit of a long drive here. I still can't get over the fact that we have a ruined Alexandria in FF14. Oh, A is another fate. This time with giant elephants. Drift down to Reforger. Looks like you need help. Are you the reinforcements we called in for? No? Well, be a good soul and hear me out before you go wandering off into the wastes. Without a quarter bell out of the drift downs, and we're set upon by a pack of rotten gomps. Trampled us from the left, then turned around and trampled us from the right. We have trampled us front and back, and the frequent bolt of lightning spooked them. Problem is, the beasts are still mucking about right along the path home, meaning there's no way I can get the other reforgers back to the outskirts. You will? You saved us. Well, alright. Wait, do I need to... Okay, never mind. I thought it might have been an escort quest, but that was not the case. Oh, what? Okay, one of them be aggro. Looks like I need to kill quite a bit if I have to finish this fate. See if I can fetch some more before I go into the blade combo again. Okay, only 4 of them? Really? Okay, fine. But thankfully they aren't hitting me too hard, so I can actually survive quite a bit easier. Okay, now there's only 3. Interesting. Are they reducing the number of mobs each time? With those few fates under our belt, we should definitely not be under-leveled for the MSQ. Oh, here's the second question. Oh, okay. Gods, but that yam stew was good. Gotta do at least the 80 current. Ah, you are returned. Were you able to find Gululja? We were, thanks to you. All's well with the boy. I am relieved to hear that. And to know that he has family who worries for him. Gululja too must be glad. I hope so. I'll try not to rush or force anything, though. It's for him to decide what I am to him. Why, what a pleasant surprise it is to meet you in these parts. Sveen, what are you doing here? Visiting my people. Are you doing the same, perchance? I suppose we are, yes. Listen, there's something we'd like to talk to you about. Could we have a word in private? If you don't mind. Actually, before we do the word in private, can I take the current quest? So you know about the Endless. While we may not discuss it openly, my people have surely noticed that I haven't changed for hundreds of years. I've made no attempt to conceal my nature. If I may ask, though, who was it that told you about the Endless? Only a few should be familiar with the concept. See, the sad thing about this whole thing is that Otis could have actually been Speen's friend. Like, the person, one of the people that Speen could rely on. And I know that Otis would have liked to take that role. But I guess because he was too worried about, or too scared to face Speen, he never talked to him. He never talked to her. If I may ask, though, okay, yeah, we already went over this. I'm afraid I can't say. I bear no ill will towards this misanthropic individual, lest that be your concern. I'm merely curious. Tell me, Speen, you care for your people. That much is plain, and I assume you care for the Endless too. Earlier in Everkeep, there was something you wanted to tell us. Was it to do with them? The Endless are as dear to me as my living citizens. They are as much my family. But they can only be sustained by meeting certain exacting requirements. Thus far, we managed to do so. But should more people die, I fear we would be pushed beyond our limit. Their preservation demands vast amounts of energy. Energy? I don't understand the workings of it all, but is there something we can do to help? Then, would you be willing to become Alexandrian citizens? But I have my nation, my people to protect. I can't just become Alexandrian. Indeed, I suppose you cannot. 'Cause you're actually using the Alexandrian people as a source of energy, right? First you tell us to make peace, then you tell us to go home. What exactly is that you want? The same as you, of course, to protect my people. Tell us more about the energy. The Endless need. Is there something only Zoral can do? That is what is a relationship that binds you to Zoral Jar? That I cannot say. I did not ask that you understand or like me, but I wish. I wish we had been born on the same side of it. Hey, what do you mean by that? Wait, Sween? Damn it. Well, I think we kept everyone waiting long enough. Let's continue on to Everkeep. They can keep waiting a bit, and let's not tell Otis about our conversation with Speen. I don't want to risk causing him pain. I feel like that's a bad idea, though. We should probably get them together so that they can support each other. And the earlier the better, ideally. Visit Tony. Okay, I'll hear it. Hey, you're one of who was looking for Galulja. Would you say that you're good at finding things, generally speaking? In that case, you might do well as a reforger. Our job is to hunt for things that can be repurposed. Care to give it a try? Take a look around Archeo Alexandria. If you find anything of value, I'll see you duly compensated. I just came from there. Yup. Excuse me, do you have a moment? If you're heading south, I would ask a favor. My friend went out to study the plant life and hasn't been back. He has a bad habit of getting absorbed in his work and losing track of time. Last I saw him, he was headed southeast of here. If you could just check in on him, I would sorely appreciate it. Well, we kinda need to, just in case. Just in case, or rather, just to get the Eta current. I realize it's actually raining. I'm sure, I'm 100% sure that there'll be people who will be using this field and this weather to create very, very relaxing ambient sounds. Mycologist. But this is a fascinating succulent. Its development is clearly abnormal. Proof, perhaps, that this species has adapted to its new environment over time. Excuse me? Hello there, stranger. What are you doing out here? For that matter, what am I doing out here? Did I get distracted and wander out of the safe zone again? You're probably worried sick about me. I'll have to thank her for sending you. But first, we need to hurry back to the Drift Downs before some terrifying creature tries to ruin our day. Oh, I have to escort you back, huh? Wait, you're not following me. I have to protect you. Oh, you are following me. Never mind. Thankfully, this isn't too far from... Okay, yeah, I have to protect you. Violent Gumpotarium. We must return to safety at once. It would help if you didn't get in front of the large elephant. Or get near it, for that matter. I couldn't stun it. I thought I stunned it. We must return to safety at once. That I agree on. I'm guessing Yuppie's quest might actually be continuation as well. If that's the case, I'll actually leave the question for later, since I'm very curious as to what's gonna happen next. And we are almost out of time for tonight anyways, so yeah. Welcome back. Glad to see you're both in one piece. Forgive me, Yuppie. I was so focused on the plans I nearly wandered headfirst into danger. If you hadn't sent this kind stranger my way, there's no telling what might have happened. Now, I better document my findings before I forget. Thanks again, friends. I wonder if this is the NPC that's gonna join together in the first area. Because usually, like in Dawntrail, I've noticed that if you clear out the Aether Currents in one area, they join back together in the original place. Sorry about him. He grew up in Everkeep, you see, so he's not used to seeing plants in their native habitat, and heritage found is rather unique in that regard. 30 years ago, when the geography changed, vast swaths of native flora died out while the rest were forced to mutate drastically in order to survive. Worthy of studying, I'm sure. Still, you ought to know it's not safe out here. I wish you wouldn't be so careless. In any case, I'm grateful to you for keeping him safe. And seeing as he didn't think to reward you for it, I suppose I'll have to do it. I swear, he'd forget his head if it wasn't attached. That's a very good line. He'd forget his head if it isn't attached. Right, with that I believe we have all the Aether Currents here except the one that we'll probably get from MSQ. Also, there seems to be one more zone with the moon of sorts in the background. Interesting. I thought this would be the final zone. I've gone ahead and apologized for us. A lot has happened, but the important thing is Gulja is safe and well. Kakya has been worried, so let's hurry back. Eating together was fun. I hope we can do it again. By that I assume that we're
Why
going...
don't you come with us?
No, never mind.
You might get to see Sphene.
Tis a magnanimous and much appreciated offer, but I must decline. A part of me longs for an audience with Her Majesty, it is true. Yet, though it be in my previous life, I failed to protect my queen. I couldn't bear to show my face before her. And such an uncomely one besides.
All right. If that's how you feel, we won't force you. But rest assured, we'll visit with Gululja, and we hope you'll cook for us again.
It would be my pleasure. You are welcome to bring other comrades should you so desire. The more the merrier.
I've been looking all over for you.
Real? Oh no, it's nostalgia.
Nostalgia, was it? What's the matter?
It's Zeralja. He marches to Vanguard.
Oh, he's attacking?
So he's done waiting. But why weren't we alerted sooner?
Because Aaronville and his
Our
mother
transmissions
were...
are being jammed. The lookouts
Okay,
couldn't
never
get through
mind.
to us. Wayakwe is at Vanguard too, but I can't reach her. What are we to do?
Stay calm. Kafkiwa has yet to be alerted, yes? Take her to the back room as fast as you can.
Our link pearls may still work. I'll try contacting those in Tuliolo.
Oris, I need you to keep Gululja safe.
You needn't ask.
I want to go with you.
Absolutely not. A battle's no place for you.
Gululja, the people of the outskirts must be evacuated. For this crucial task, I require your assistance.
Very nice save there, Otis.
Remember, when battle is at hand, anything can happen. Caution is as valuable as any blade.
Yes, sir.
I managed to get hold of Alphano. He'll inform Kona.
Good. How's the situation in Tulichola?
To the hero.
There's nothing to worry about, or so my brother assured me. With such short notice, though, I doubt they'll be fully prepared.
They'll be ready, I'm sure of it. The vow of reason is not to be underestimated.
And I'm sure Urianger and Tancred have joined them by now.
I'm coming, Soralja. And we will finish this once and for all.
Well, are we getting a dungeon? Can't be so soon, right? Lawati is right. Let's have faith in everyone and do what we can. This is the moment of truth. We have to hold Zeralja here. And I know exactly how to do that. Okay. The Protector and the Story Count. Okay, this will probably be the final set of cutscenes we're gonna watch for tonight. Because I feel like if we wait any longer, I'm gonna really suffer at work tomorrow. So let's accept. Before we get going, I have a request to make of you. When we confront Zeralja, you must let me face him alone. What? No, that's far too dangerous. Why put you at such risk if we don't have to? because it'll trip up his ego and keep him occupied, right? The first is to hold Zorolja within the dome and protect Tuliyollal. The second is to free Wayakwe if he has been captured. To make sure we succeed, I need to play the worthy foe for Zorolja. If I come at him with help, he'll likely lose interest and proceed with his attack on the city. That's why it needs to be a duel. Even if Tuliyollal is better prepared this time, it's true that it would be best to avoid another battle, and failing that, we might at least weaken Zorolja. Rest assured, I'm not going into this without a strategy. Our time in the dome has given us invaluable insights into Alexandrian culture. The use of regulators for one, the secret to Zorolja's strength. Then you mean to? That's right, if I destroy his regulator, we'll be unable to draw upon souls. We'll see how much he wants a duel after that. I don't think that's actually gonna stop Zorolja, if I'm being honest. So we'll leave Zorolja to me. Ah, yes. I see you agree with me. It's nothing the War of Resolve can handle. Thank you. It's true that this is your fight, and how you choose to handle it is your decision. But if you're seeing you struggling or Zorolja attempts to call upon his minions, we will go to your aid. Fair enough. Knowing you'll be there, I can give it my all. Together with Guana, I will keep Tuliyollal safe. Tuliyollal. She has a very interesting way of saying Tuliyollal. It's slightly almost breathless, in a sense. Tuliyollal.
Zorolja!
Oh, Wayakwe.
Hello.
Okay, alright, fine. Not exactly the time for humor, but it was humorous nonetheless.
You disappoint me, Uklamat. We are foes, yet you had my admiration for defeating Father and claiming the throne. But instead of coming for me, you gallivant with the resistance. Do I intimidate you?
I am here, brother. I did not run, nor hide. I have come to kill you. Let her go. Your quarrel is with me.
And will you settle it one-on-one, or call upon all and sundry yet again?
Well, he's actually kind of mad because she won.
Not that it would
before.
make any difference.
No. Like Papa did, I'll face you alone.
I wonder if we're playing as Uklamat again.
Really? You believe you stand a chance? Have you forgotten how it ended for Father?
I remember you couldn't win without relying on other people's souls. Alone, I may be weak, but so are you.
You know what? You have a point.
So be it. Do not regret your decision.
The only difference is
her.
that your aid is souls.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I thought I was done for.
He's dying.
You don't.
No, maybe not. Yeah, good switch there, Final Fantasy. You got me with that one.
Had you let her die, you could have dealt me a telling blow. Your compassion will be the end of you.
I'm not letting anyone else die. And you will never surpass Papa.
But I have. With these very hands, I slew him.
His body may be gone, but his spirit lives on in us.
The Yokui's delusion is catching, I see.
It's no delusion. Papa's love for Tulihiola gives me strength even now. Ah! Come, let's get this over with. For my people and Sphines.
I don't think we should be
How
trusting
gullible
Speen
you are!
just
All
yet.
of this is Fiend's doing.
Yeah, kind of. This actually works to her advantage, whether we like it or not.
Her objective is to harvest all life outside the barrier. Our interests happen to align, hence our
Yeah.
alliance.
She needs souls to help keep the Endless
Liar!
alive.
Sphine would never do that.
The King of Resolve speaks the truth. How did she... The attack on Taral was no less my desire than Zaralja's.
You said you wanted none of this. It was a farce from the very start.
Yes, I used you.
So it was all just a lie then? What you said about loving your people as family? About wanting to see them smile?
I do this for them. For what it's worth, I'm sorry I deceived you. But I had no choice. If I'm to save my people, I must take the lives of yours.
Behold, Wuklamat, the benevolent Queen Sphine. An illusion that orchestrated a massacre.
Endless, or machine, or whatever you are now, you bear the memories of the person you once were. You should still have a heart. When you speak of slaughtering my people, do you feel nothing?
Nothing is dearer to me than my people. It matters not whether they are living or endless. As queen, I will do anything to protect them. If it were you, could you have found another way? With your strength, could you have held fast to that which is dear without sacrifice?
What exactly do you seek to do? What are you protecting your people from?
You waste your words. There is no turning back.
We didn't get the motivation, unfortunately. But I do believe it is to sustain the other Endless. Or at least that's my theory, anyways.
Is this the strength that the love of Tulihiola lends you? A weak ruler walks a path of ruin. Tell me, which of us is worthy of their throne?
I already know. It will never be you! As long as you think only of yourself, you'll never be worthy. You'll never surpass Father or me!
She got a good hit on the regulator.
You can't rely on souls anymore. It's over.
Don't think you've won yet. Oh no, far from it. Give the order to the fleet. Raise Tuli Yulol to the ground and harvest every last soul! It is over. For Tuli Yulol, your works, your people, all will be ash before the day is done.
Don't tell me you've forgotten. I'm not the only Dawn's servant.
They're coming!
Well, come on then, you 10 bastards.
It's gonna take me a while to get used to the fact that a lot of these guys,
I'd say you're enjoying yourself.
these guys have an American accent to them, rather than the British one we're turning to.
Nothing gets a hunter's blood pumping like a little danger.
Well now, it seems we have that in common. I haven't felt this alive in a good while.
Oh, do I get to play as Ystella, or do I get to play as the captain? Or maybe it's just a cutscene. It's just a cutscene. Oh, it's infused with lightning, is it? Nice job, Coco.
That's the spirit. We promised Valcona we'd deliver him a mountain of scrap. And I'm not about to let these hollow men make a liar out of me.
In tier 2.
Hey kid, the ones below are yours.
You got it. Wait, what do you mean below?
Same for you as well, huh? Yeah. I think it might be a lot of people might have thought that was a bit odd there.
See that every day.
There's Sanford. I'm guessing Yurionje is not too far behind.
Hardly sporting, and this despite our best efforts to thin the enemy ranks. While it's not quite what we had planned, I'm glad we chose to remain in Tural.
As am I. 'Twas an unexpected but welcome opportunity to join in the defense of this realm.
And to his credit, Kona did ask very nicely. Still, it's a pity his brother had to delay our pleasure jaunt. But business always comes first.
Doing the little squall run right there. With the blade behind and the up slash. Alright, who's here to defend the capital? Bakul Jaja, right? It has to be Bakul Jaja. And Kohana, of course. These guys are a lot more prepared this time.
Damn it! Come no closer, you bastards!
There we go.
That was a near thing! Are you all right? You...
Save your life. Yes, I know. Don't squander it.
Now you're sounding like a hero, Bakul Jaja.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to my rescue. Bakul Jaja. Thank you. Ah, still rings odd in my ears. The thank yous.
But it is a pleasant friggin'.
Could get used to it.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure a lot of people's favorite character is gonna be Bakul Jaja.
Right. We're not done yet.
There's Alfina and Kevin around here too.
We're holding our own against their infantry. But what of that monstrosity and its escort? If they start bombarding us with cannon fire, we'll have no means of fighting back.
Worry not. We have a countermeasure.
Oh. What did we meet that's flying? Oh, I can't believe they busted out.
Bleeding dragon!
Well, I guess so. I mean, who better to come to this fight? Oh, you dislike Bakul Jaja? I thought there was a very good turnaround for his story. Also using the Dawntrail soundtrack for this.
What in the Navigator's name is it doing here?
Tuliyollal has entered into an alliance with Radzat Khan. A wise and timely decision on Valkona's part.
It's a very good scene. I always love this sort of sappy stuff, where the team comes together at the end. Oh, well, we got our crafting friend right here.
Tuliyollal shall never forget this debt.
Oh wait, it's not crafting. It's the sister. She's still not learned to speak yet, huh? Yeah.
We will hold out, Lamachi. So keep your eyes forward. And do what only you can do.
Once we got to the Skydeep Synod,
finish this. And return home.
It completely flipped the script for me for Bakul Chacha. Beyond that point, I was like, okay, I see what you're doing. Now he's gonna get a report that it's not working as he intended.
Report from the fleet. The enemy has offered unexpected resistance. We've been forced to withdraw.
Useless. All of you.
Stop!
Your Majesty.
Enough of this! Enough! You swore you wouldn't harm my people!
Out of my way.
Yeah, he's gonna take that one, huh? But it doesn't have any soul, though. Unless you take someone else's.
Have you gone mad?
You know, I would
When
really
the
like
army
to listen
fails
to
in
this
its duty,
in the
it
JP
is the
dub
charge of the King of Resolve
to hear the
clean up
difference in
its
Sven's
mess.
voice.
To achieve victory by any means necessary. Suralja to Everkeep. Initiate Code Blood.
Okay. Code Blood.
Execute all civilians and commandeer their souls.
No!
Damn you!
Stop! Please, Father, stop!
Gululcha! I told you not to come!
Galulja.
You must flee, Gululja. It isn't safe.
I'm not going anywhere! I have to stop my father!
This is very much a Zeus. Or what?
I am not your father.
Let him go!
Using a child as a shield. Have you no shame?
Release him at once, or you shall answer to me!
Pitiful relic. Kneel before your king.
You are no king of mine, huh? Oh wait, he can control you. Nah.
Otis? What's wrong?
Okay,
Find me at the top of Everkeep.
That was surprising. I wasn't expecting that to happen.
There, we will determine who is fit to rule.
The top of Everkeep. I'm guessing Everkeep is the dungeon then.
I must protect them.
But guys, that was actually like 20 minutes of cutscenes, I think, almost. But I'm gonna have to log off here. If you all are still watching, take care. I better turn in. I'm gonna have a bad day at work tomorrow. Alright, good night, Zane. Good night, anyone else. And wait, you're not looking at the camera. Try again. And take care. Bye.